First, we choose the right dead wood, then we bring it back to life.
Color consistency is controlled like a lab formula.
This is the first life sign. Fresh grain comes back. This is why people love it. The grain wakes up. The critical parameter. Get it wrong and it stays gummy. Inside the bucket. The ocean hardens, and any mistake becomes permanent.
If we rush demolding, edges can chip and crack. Packaging is part of quality. One scratch kills the shine.
That is how dead wood turns into a luxury ocean masterpiece.
You have never seen an ocean trapped in wood like this.
Dead wood becomes luxury in a few critical steps. From rough slab to ocean masterpiece, no shortcuts.
Most people miss this. Bad moisture ruins the entire pour. The mold has to be perfect. One leak and it is over.
Tiny bubbles, huge problem. They must be controlled.
This is built like a precision process line, not a hobby bench.
First, we choose the right dead wood, then we bring it back to life.
A modern facility built for wood recovery and resin precision. Epoxy fumes and wood dust, protection is non-negotiable.
Clean zones keep debris out of the ocean pour. If alignment is off, the table will never sit flat. Dust control is quality control. Contamination ruins the finish.
Welcome to the line. Today, we build an ocean resin table, step by step.
Every slab is traced from the door to the final pallet. Wrong resin chemistry, the ocean never cures. Color consistency is controlled like a lab formula.
One buried nail can destroy a cutter head in seconds. Moisture is the hidden enemy. It creates foam and bubbles.
Only the right grain and edge earns a spot on the line.
Temperature controls flow, and flow controls clarity.
If humidity spikes, the surface can blush and haze.
Clean surfaces, clean pour, no mystery particles.
Waste is separated because resin and dust need different handling. This tag ties the wood to the exact resin batch used.
Next, we cut and flatten because the ocean needs a level bed.
Straight edges guide the whole build, and one bad cut creates gaps.
The cut must be clean. Tear out will show through the finish. Now it is square and ready for flattening.
If this is not flat, the epoxy river will pool and warp. This is the first life sign. Fresh grain comes back.
Even one ridge can show as a shadow under the ocean resin.
This is why people love it. The grain wakes up.
Now we remove rot and bark, and this edge defines the river. If rot stays, the resin can detach and crack later.
Next, we build the mold that will hold the ocean.
The river shape is planned now, before any resin is mixed.
One leak here can drain hours of work in seconds.
This mold is the ocean container. It must not move.
If the seam fails, the resin escapes, and the pour is ruined.
Now the river channel is locked. Next comes the sealing coat.
This one pinhole could drain a gallon. We catch it now.
First coat seals pores. Without it, bubbles will flood the ocean.
The wood drinks resin, and the surface stabilizes.
Too much heat burns resin. Too little leaves bubbles. Balance matters.
This ratio is the critical parameter. Get it wrong, and it stays gummy. Mix slow first. Trapped air becomes cloudy waves later. This is where clarity is won or lost.
Next, we add the ocean color.
The ocean shade is measured, not guessed.
This is the first ocean wave inside the bucket.
We pull air out now, or it shows up forever in the finish.
This is the invisible step that makes it look like real water.
If the mold is not level, the ocean tilts and looks fake. First layer is thin, it locks the edge and stops bleed lines. Control the flow, because once it cures, it cannot be fixed.
Now the ocean fills, steady and controlled, no rushing.
This is microtension. Pot life is ticking, but bubbles must be cleared.
Next comes curing. The ocean hardens, and any mistake becomes permanent.
This is the calm moment, but chemistry is still working.
If we rush demolding, edges can chip and crack. Clean release means the mold work paid off.
Next, we flatten and refine, because shine starts with perfect flatness.
One high spot ruins reflections. This has to be uniform.
Each grit removes the last mistake, step by step.
This is a reveal. The ocean becomes glass.
Dust is the final enemy. Even one speck shows in glossy resin.
This is the moment dead wood looks alive again. Next, we assemble and pack.
The base must be square, or the top will twist over time.
One split here can ruin the entire slab. Controlled torque only.
Next comes inspection, because this is where defects get caught.
Packaging is part of quality. One scratch kills the shine. The live edge is fragile. We protect it before wrapping.
Tight wrap locks it in place, then it goes to the lab checks.
Now it is protected, but it still must pass final inspection.
Traceability stays with it, even after it leaves the building.
Next, the quality gates. This is where only the best passes.
Green light means it meets spec. Red means rework.
We look for haze, scratches, and trap bubbles in the ocean resin.
Cure hardness proves the chemistry was right. No soft spots allowed.
Proved, packed, and shipped, the ocean table leaves the line. That is how dead wood turns into a luxury ocean masterpiece.